Whew. I think I have it fixed finally. So welcome guys, welcome to the stream. Really sorry for the wait. Yeah man, like I have so much stuff around the streaming that it's so hard to notice really where the problem is. And it takes time to solve the like any stuff that happens. Yeah, I'm really hoping that these things happen less and less as I get more familiar with all the tasks around the streaming. But yes, well, let's go with the challenge. So welcome one more day to the Bankroll challenge. It's day 21st. So I had a bit of a break. We did 6 or 7 streamings in a row last time we were here. It was last week. Then I took a few days off. You actually follow the YouTube channel, the BTS YouTube channel. I uploaded a video there talking a bit around November and how in that last part I was feeling a bit of a burnout. So I did take a few days off, which felt amazing. Had some time to spend with my girlfriend, with her family as well, with my family, also with friends. So it was a really good way to disconnect. So I'm feeling refreshed. I was feeling very pumped until I got all these technical issues, but let's get it back. And yeah, let me show you the results. As most of you already know, I'm posting the results in my Twitter account. And I also got solved the commands for YouTube, so if you wanna check that out, I think they should be working, hopefully. And yeah, as I was saying, I'm uploading every week the results here in my Twitter account, which is Poker with Pablo. You can follow me there to see the updates for the graphs. This is what we have so far, which is we're up a couple of buy-ins, 7 buy-ins in EV, but we're actually up 10 buy-ins in total with the rakeback, so we have like 7.5 buy-ins in rakeback. So yeah, that's what we have so far. And then let's just jump into the session without anything else to say. So yeah, let's open some tables. Actually, I think I need to collect these few bags, of course. $3, I'll take it, which puts us into $1,509, new all-time high. Maybe it's a good time now to close the streaming. Nah, just kidding. But yeah, let's jump into the session. So let me open. What should we open today? Like last few days we've been playing Russian cash and it has been fun. But I think we're going back to the regular tables. So let me open that. Let me check first what we have. Now my coffee is cold already, of course. Okay, and let me have a bit of time to try and open some good tables. Not looking too good. If regular tables are not looking good, then I may jump into the Russian cash. Grind. I'm gonna try and open new tables, which last day did work fine for us. Gonna do that. Gonna get in the waiting list a bit. and then also okay, already have a few of them getting open. Gonna register a few more, and then we are good to go. Okay, and we have our first hand already. 4.5 big blinds. It's a bit scary. I think that's scary. And it's also versus 80 big blind stack. So, wanna be careful here. But obviously ace queen. Way too strong of a hand. So I'm just 3-betting and folding versus a push. Okay. Just get it through. Jacks is queen. Okay. Sadly, no win for Ronnie. Let's see who joins, but probably closing that table unless a recreational comes in. Here, open another table, but not looking amazing. Tough times here in 50 NL. Like with the amount of traffic that there is, I was really hoping that opening good tables would be easier. Hi Pablo, where are you from? Looks like the chat is working correctly. That's very good to see. And I'm from Spain. Get a lot of action for my king queen. Okay, looks like here we got another recreational to sit right in the seat that was left, so that's good. Still not an amazing table because you see that both recreationals are source stacked. This guy's BPIP is not too high. So yeah, it's definitely not an amazing spot. Isn't the commands working in YouTube? I thought it was. Maybe it's not. Oof, here getting a 4-bet. Yeah, by a recreational, I don't think I want to do much. So here I'm playing heads up. Let me check why. Yeah, let me check if the commands are actually working. Wanna make sure because they should be working. Okay, I have some hands going on. Ace king here. Went for a for a 3-bet versus Edmund. He did open 3x, so it's likely to be a weaker player. So yeah, I can either go for the small bet or the check. I'm gonna use the small bet. Now we have again 2 options. We can go for the barrel. We can get called by ace queen, ace jack, and those. Yeah, seems fine. Ace queen, ace jack, even ace 10 should call here. Not sure if people will do so. So that might be a problem. Like I think in theory this is fine for sure. In practice, it might not be such a good idea if people start following here ace 10, ace jack, or king queen. So maybe checking is a better option. Now I'm just checking for sure. I'm also blocking ace 10 of diamonds. That's not very good. Yeah, it could be just a check on the turn, to be honest. Yeah, now. Yeah, I'm just folding. Just folding, just folding. Yeah, I'm not sure about my bet on the turn, to be honest. Like, checking could be better. Checking could be better. Here I get dunked pretty big. On the turn, I think I'm gonna raise. And if I get jam, I have the option to fold. And if he just calls, I think probably good. Okay, he just folds. Nines over here. This guy goes for a 3-bet. I guess I'm folding. Since it's versus UTG, I think he's a fish, so it's not gonna be that strong. Where's the challenge sit? Well, we're actually, I did show you the graph at the beginning. You can check it out in my Twitter account. In Poker with Pablo. And right now, well, we are up, as you can see in the also at the bottom of the stream. Well, we're up to 1.5k. We started with 1k, playing in 15L. We're still playing in 15L until we reach 2k. That's when we can actually move up. Here, I think I'm going to raise this. Ace of hearts should be good. He calls. We rewrite jack. Well, I gotta check back. Oh, tens. Good to see. Good to see. And here I'm jamming it in, or betting 40 big blinds. Both options are on the table for sure. I'm not sure. I'm gonna go for a jam. He folds. Okay. Okay. Have too many tables open right now, so let me close a few of them. Here we have tens. 3 betting. Ooh, here we get jammed. Oh man. It's a 4-bet here with tens. Damn, that's painful. 64 bigs. Ugh. I don't know. 64 bigs. I guess it's too small. Like to could be a fall. I don't know. About 60 bigs. Like I'm for sure falling with 80, something like that. With 60 bigs, so I thought it could be good enough, but maybe it's not. Unless we hit the only 10 left. No. Wouldn't it be nice? Here I get 3-bet, I think. I'm losing the focus a bit. Sorry. Yeah, I think we must have face. Yeah, it must be open, and we call. Okay. Well, no matter what, it was a fall on the turn. I think that was what happened, right? Oh, we face a call. Okay, no, it was different. Like it was a call by him. That's weird. Okay. Okay, I finally have 4 tables now again. Okay, let me check. So for some reason the commands are not working, and that is tilting. Okay, but back to the tables. Here I went for an ISO. Gonna bet small. Have a lot of yeah, we don't need much protection there, and maybe we can get some action by going small. And here table 4, we're actually facing what seems to be a loose guy, and in that case I like 3-betting. Even 8s, and even versus UTG, we're still gonna be playing way too loose of a range. Sadly, we don't get the call. Here we're 3-betting ace-5 suited. Okay, I think I got the answer. Yes. Okay, now the commands are working. And here we have 4-3. Going for the check call, I guess. It's probably too weak to check raise. So I'm just check calling. Good donk time. I think versus our recreational, I prefer just going for the check call, and check call. Okay. Here, well, we have a set, which is always nice to see. I'm just gonna see bet small. Oh, there were two people behind us. Oh, then I prefer to check then. I think the bet looks way too strong, and there are already two people behind that can take a stab. So, but I only saw one guy. Okay, here we have a ace queen suited. Get a call, and then this guy donks. I think I'm just gonna call. I don't know anything about the guy, but definitely going to call again. And just checking back. Threes. Okay. Hey, I'm playing these stakes, but I keep getting spots where I don't feel comfortable multi-way pots with 3 or even 5 players. That's good. That means that you're playing good tables. um, and there are weird calls, strange donks, and it all really frustrates me and tilts me. Do you have any advice for me? Well, I mean, first I would think that, well, if I'm getting into those kind of situations, it's because I'm actually playing pretty good tables. So you just gotta keep thinking that, okay, even if you get into weird situations, your EB is good. And even if you feel uncomfortable, like, you know, everyone is gonna feel uncomfortable in those situations. It's just making less mistakes than the rest will make you EB. And when you're playing in such a good table, it's quite easy to be making less mistakes than a recreational, someone that doesn't study the game. So yeah, with my first advice, like, just change a bit the approach. I think, you know, just try to face it with a bit more of curiosity rather than being a bit like, maybe, you know, tilted over the players because they're doing weird stuff. Like, that makes no sense. And then, well, let me play a couple of hands before I go for the second part of my answer. So king 7 6 4. He donks flop, and now turn. I guess I'm checking back. I don't think this is a hand that I want to turn into a bluff. It'll be hard to make him fold worse things. He could have like some random hands. Yeah, that's good to see. Here I'm check calling. Good turn from my range. Do I want to dunk this hand? It's okay, definitely okay. Okay, I'm just taking down, that's good. Okay, and then second part, it would be to study those spots. Like, get comfortable by studying those spots. Like, you don't have to be an expert, but, you know, if you don't feel really, I mean, if you're feeling lost in most of the spots, you just can spend time you know, learning how to play those multi-way spots, like some general rules that you can get. You can also learn how to play versus the donks by recreationals. So yeah, then second part would be a study. So that would be my answer. Change the approach a bit and then do some work around the spots where you feel uncomfortable. And in BluffTheSpot, we can for sure give you some good tools for the second part and also for the first part if you're in the CFP. Since we also do mentoring and one-on-ones and so on, and also focus on the mental part, of course, and the performance at the tables. Pretty important stuff. Here I'm going for the open with Jack 10. Yeah, I think I need to open some new tables. Yeah, so like, ooh, hello. Welcome, aces. First aces of the session. Let's see what we can do. Three bet. Come on. Nope. Okay. 5. Yeah, 11. Oh, see a fold. Sadly, we tried. Yeah, it's not looking like a good table, so let's jump into a new one. Okay. Well, a bit of a break finally. Had some stress around the tables and the problems with the commands. It seems to be. I think everything seems to be solved. So let's actually play some good poker now. Here we face a 3.3 big blind open. It's probably gonna be a regular if I had to assume. Goes for half pot. Okay, this is a hand that is fine raising. Fine calling as well. Both options are fine. We see another bet on the turn. For a pretty weak sizing. I know this is very big exploit, but I don't mind here just taking the initiative. I think if he has a strong hand in a board like this, like Jack 10 or 9s, 8s, things like that. Ooh, good fold, mate. Very good fold. Come on, piggy. Take away the money, make him fold top pair, top kicker. Oh man. But yeah, I think he's putting his hand a bit face up, basically, when he goes for those kind of sizings. So yeah, I just put pressure. Here I went for a 3-bet and now I have two options, either check, which is totally fine, or betting small, totally fine. Going for a small bet. Hoping he doesn't fold. No, he folds, then checking is way better. But I don't have that kind of info. Usually I play with a hat and I have some info around that, but here in GG we don't, and we just have to, well. How difficult do you think is beating 50L nowadays? Well, I think it's probably like the difficulty of beating 50L hasn't probably changed much, at least since I've been playing, which is like 7 years now. 6 years, I think it's been. 6-7 years or something like that. Well, the thing is, yeah, even though the tables are tougher, which, I mean, it's tougher because, well, that's also quite, wait, let me pay my bills. Okay. Yeah, it's also something that you can approach differently because, yeah, I mean, it's tougher, but if you choose good tables and so on, like there are always good traffic available in general if you know how to pick sites and how to pick tables. So yeah, like even though it's a bit tougher, yeah, we could say the overall environment is tougher. You also have a lot of tools in order to improve, and many tools that you didn't have a few years ago. So, well, it's hard to say like how difficult it is, but if I compare it to the difficulty of a few years ago, I don't think it's harder, or like not significantly harder. Like, oh yeah, you find all the time people saying that poker is dead and so on, and yeah, I mean, people have been saying that for so many years, and we're still here, so. Again, need to make a bit of an investigation around the tables, see if we can open some good ones. Here opening king 10-0 from the button. I may open some Russian cast tables because again I'm struggling a bit to find good tables in the 50NL. Which actually contradicts what I just told our guy Jorge Carranza, but I mean I already said that GG wouldn't be my first choice if I was playing these stakes. Even though it's beatable, I think you can find bet the game for sure, and then you also have the fact that, well, there is a lot of incentive in GG for putting volume, and it's something that I'm actually not doing. So because I'm just streaming a couple of days a week, and then in my usual games I'm not playing here in GG. So yeah. So let's actually jump into Russian cast table. Let's go. Here I open King Jack suited. Get a couple of calls. And ace 3-4, not the dream board. Could see that King Jack. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna check. I don't think betting is horrible, but yeah, I think it's really the hand that benefits the most, so I prefer just checking. King Jack over here as well, but now we do hit top pair. Well, I think I'm c-betting versus a recreational. We see a raise, pretty small raise though. Yeah, I'm thinking just gonna play for stacks. Good luck me. I already decided that on the flop, so I think like the small raise is probably not a very strong hand, and I think I prefer just raising and get it all by draws, weaker pairs, rather than just calling and allow him to check back turn when he doesn't like the card or whatever. I think I prefer just well, yeah, my thought process is just I accept I'm gonna lose if he has a better hand, but I prefer maximizing versus the worst hands in his range. And well, it's a thought process that sometimes leads you to punting, but overall I think it's a good way of seeing many of the spots. I think way too often people are so concerned about losing versus a better hand, when in reality, you know, if you lose like 15% of the time to the better hand, that's okay, but then what is gonna happen the rest of the time, like the 85%? If he has worse hands that you can actually maximize by playing differently, then well, it's probably a good idea. Here 9-6-2s. Well, it's interesting because we are a bit deep, so have a couple of options. This could be panty. This could indeed be panty. I think he's very, very, very capped. The only problem that I see here is that if he's actually like okay. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say like he's actually a decent player. I'm a bit worried because I know that yeah, my range contains a lot of bluffs, a lot of possible bluffs. Yeah. I definitely didn't give him much. Much credit to the guy. So that's why I went for the jam. Because well, I expect him to have generally, yeah, I mean, never a flash because he's super likely to be always betting flop, and then either raising, yeah, I mean, mainly betting flop, and then also mainly raising turn, and then the river like at maximum he has like a set, maybe a straight, and I could have I definitely have flashes playing that way. So the thing is, like, I also have a lot of possible bluffs. So yeah, that's depends. Like, it's gonna be like very dependent on what player I'm facing. I just assume he was not capable of doing those kind of calls. Like I was expecting in 15L, but he did actually prove me wrong. So. Okay, here I'm going to call with sixes. Sorry, here. And now face half pot bet. Yeah, I think just fold in with the guy behind as well. Yeah, opening deuces versus 2 recreationals. Not the best board. Have a couple of options. Either check or bet small. Yeah, both are fine. If he's aggressive and goes for a lot of check raising, I don't like betting, but yeah, that's the problem because now I have to fold. If he's more of a passive recreational, I prefer for sure betting. Sick call from Happy HK. Yeah, for sure. Wasn't expecting it. But yeah, I mean, definitely makes sense. Mm, C betting here 10-7 after opening from the button. Probably 10-7. He's probably a fine hand to barrel, at least sometimes. Well, no. Well, he's gonna be holding 8x of clubs. Not much more. Then the rest is 5, is 4, is 3. Yeah, anyway, I think I just like giving up here. Is 5, okay. Okay. Here I'm going for a thin value bet with 9s, 8s. Good to see. Okay, Jack is 5. I'm gonna sit out of this table because I have no time bank. Okay, open versus two recreationals. Definitely see betting here and taking it from there. Don't think I want to be bluffing this hand. I think makes sense. So just checking back. Not a good river either. Yeah, just folding here. Oh man. Sorry, I was talking. I was talking for myself. Sorry for that. So I think that was before I was answering Jorge Carranza, right? Because he was saying that he's trying to play some stars and he's a break-even player. He's not table selecting at all, which it's definitely a big problem in low stakes, especially, but anywhere, because well, the thing is, if you're playing 12 big blinds break and you're actually playing versus players that are just as good as you, if you assume you're a regular, an average reg, and you're playing in a reg table, in a reg battle, like you're losing 10 big blinds or 11 big blinds. So depending on what reg you're playing. So yeah, it's very important to make good table selection, especially in lower stakes. And if you're playing Zoom, well, it's also important to have a plan around it. If you're gonna be grinding for reg back, or if you're not grinding for reg back, like our table's good enough. What days am I playing? Like, am I playing, evenings in Europe, which is usually the worst times? All those kind of things are on table selection. It's important to keep in mind, and they are very often understated. Table selection, site selection, time selection. You can call it different ways, but it's all on the same thing. Okay, and then probably that's a critical thing to do. Just play good strategy without shipping a hand of big blinds plus. With polar down bluffs versus good opponents, and you'll be fine. So yeah, around this, like, yeah, you can definitely make money without with just playing simple strategies. And as actually, like, many of the players that you see here in 50NL in Russian cash, like, they're just playing 20 BPIP, 2015 7, those kind of stats, which, yeah, they are playing a pretty simple strategy, and they're probably making money, like winning 1 blinds, 2 blinds. I do think that, well, first, if you want to make the most money, yeah, you need to go a bit deeper and not just stay on the superficial or in the simple poker. And then, well, it's also more fun to for me, like, to play. Yeah, like, you definitely make some punts on the way, but you're constantly looking for nice spots to take. And yeah, of course, like, you make mistakes on the way, but I do think that you can make more things right than things wrong. So that's why I went for the for the 3x overbet, essentially. And yeah, it could be a punt, definitely. And if he calls 92, it's definitely a punt. But without the info, well, I did my best. 7-5 off, yes, can open here. Now we have a gut shot. Not a great one though. I think it's. And I do play a lot of king x this way. He will also have some king x, but I think it makes sense. Okay, he probably has. Oh, an 8. Okay. Okay, I was for sure expecting those kind of hands to fold. I'm getting bluff catch very hard. The players in right cast seem way better than the players in the rec cast tables. Could be that they are a bit better overall. Things like they are very likely to be playing a lot of tables. Well, that probably happens also in rec tables. So you know, I don't think they're gonna be super strong, and yeah, there are many spots that they will be. Yeah, just from playing so many tables, you end up forgetting about those spots. Okay, here 3-bet ace queen, and this board jack 10-9 versus MP. Ugh. It's a tough one. I think we need to do a decent amount of checking. Check, and now he goes for the overbet. Well, yeah. What I'm gonna do? You just can fold. I mean, at least we got to see a turn for free instead of facing a check raise. Okay, I'm just gonna play for a bit more, but I'm feeling already a bit tired. Like, yeah, you definitely feel when you haven't played for a while and come back. Yeah, I need to. Yeah, I need a bit of more of time to get back to the routine of doing 2 hours of streaming. So, yeah, for today we're gonna end it soon. I'm gonna sit out from the tables. Well, let's play this last round. Ace deuce. Okay. Can c-bet, can check back. Both are fine. Yeah, I defended the big line versus a min raise, which I'm a bit unsure because of rake. Yeah, here I like check in because, well, we block the ace highs, which are the main hand that will either call versus our hand or check back. So betting makes more sense. Now I do think you just want to go for a check raise. Okay. And river. In theory, it makes sense to go for a jam because I don't think he really has 5x playing for multi-G. Not sure if versus, yeah, like in practice, we may want to go for a smaller size. I can see merit for that. And here, go for the 4-bet. I don't think calling makes sense. Yeah, I think it's too weak to call. 4-betting is fine. Well, I actually didn't notice that we were playing 120 blinds deep, in which case we actually want to be a bit more careful with the hand selection, so I wouldn't have chosen this hand. But well, worked out this time. They are really exploitative. Are they? Yeah, maybe they are. I don't know. I haven't played enough really to get a feeling of how the Russian cast players here play. King Queen. Okay, here we have 7 suited. Probably not a good idea to defend versus the pool. Even though he went pretty small, 10 big blinds. Yeah, I should have defended there. Didn't have much time bank though. And as I said, feeling a bit tired, so I think I'm playing my best right now. Here I'm opening blind B blind. Get it through. Oh, sorry. Okay, so playing the last few hands, 3 queens here. Okay, pretty nice flop. Well, not the best turn. But queens, it's probably too good to not barrel. Yeah, but not amazing, not amazing. Now we lose to ace 10, 10, 9. Okay. Ace 10. We run it once. Not winning, sadly. Just checking back an option. It's an option for sure. I don't know if it's the best option. Yeah, I wanted to think that hand through, but yeah, I mean, betting never gonna be a mistake. And once we bet, like, even if he's holding a lot of ace 10, 10, 9, like, we still have 20 something percent equity versus those. Some chances he's holding jacks calling on the flop. Yeah, could happen, definitely. So yeah, don't think we really get to anything after betting. Oh well, that was not the best end to the to the session, and not the best way to start the return to the tables. We ended up losing some stacks, 3 stacks actually. So a bit painful. But well, that's how it goes. $1,344. And well, I will be uploading the graph right after this stream, so check that out if you don't want to miss any of the updates. You can do it following my Twitter account. And yeah, well, that was it for the session. I don't think I played too well today, I have to say. Well, it's normal, I guess, after a break that you come back and, well, don't feel. It usually takes a bit of time to get back into the grinding zone, so that's fine. Yeah, we'll just see you on Thursday, hopefully with a better performance, and yeah, we'll see you soon. Yeah, goodbye, good luck.